state to state. Every structure in Illinois and Hawaii, like I said earlier, is required to be designed by a structural engineer. It doesn't matter if it's a house or a building or whatever, anybody is required to do it. Funny thing about Illinois is for all the stuff they've done right about structures, they have the same problem we do with architects. An architect is also allowed to design a structure and sign and seal it. It's the weirdest thing. They've come up with a separate entity, but if an architect can prove they're capable of doing it, they get to do that. And then structures based on height, area, occupancy. There's a lot of places where it's, the category 3 or category 4 type occupancy. They let, they let those be the buildings that get governed by the strength of the code. So span size, and so these are the states: California, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Washington, and Guam, that have criteria based on that. I think in Florida, that's probably where we would head. So now, back to your question, Doug, on the different types of separate licensing. First thing is a thing called a roster designation. And that's nothing more than, okay, you're granted a license as a PE in the state, and they will ask you in what discipline do you practice, and you tell them what the discipline is, and they check it off in the book if it's that discipline, like Massachusetts is. And there's not really a check to see whether you actually can do that, you just tell them what it is. So it's I'll call it self-declaring, okay? So in a state with a roster designation, that's what you have there, okay? The next thing, yes?
Now, in those situations, does that restrict the engineer from practicing
Not at
in
all.
that scope?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all. So what you'll learn with a roster and title designation is they're nice things to have. It's a way that if you're looking for an engineer, the boards will have them listed by the discipline, but no, it doesn't restrict somebody else who has the word mechanical next to their name from